Center Court Podcast. Once again in the building. It's your boy Willie Hurt.
It's your boy Jay all day.
Welcome to the program. A lot of shit going on today. Tonight, just watch the Eagles play.
Little Eagles preseason game.
Preseasoning, another week preseasoning for your Philadelphia Eagles. Once again, it's the Center Court Podcast. I don't have an intro queued up.
We ain't got no intro. We ain't got no music to say. It's there.
It's there, but it ain't quite ready. I'm still working on that. We got a lot of shit going on.
And he's working on some other stuff. Like his hands are like really occupied right now, so he shouldn't be pushing too many buttons over there.
Right. We preseasoning, man. Eagles preseason.
Let's talk about it.
I'm not sure if you watched it. Eagles lose the game. What was the score in that last?
Was that 24-17?
Yeah.
No, 24-21.
24-21.
Yeah, because if we would have kicked the field goal, it would have been a tie, and there's no overtime in the preseason.
Now, we don't get stressed out about a preseason around here on the Center Court Podcast. We don't. We don't get excited or get too down about preseason.
Nah. We just kind of look at, players that might flash a little bit, who shines above the rest. I mean, when you got this many backup or fringe players in the game. So
Right. You're just looking to see who can make the roster, like
it might be able to make an impact on your roster.
Right. And there were some positives out there tonight. I saw a lot of things from as far as
you want
blocking.
We'll start with offense or defense?
Let's start offense, because I thought that had the most good things happen.
All right.
I thought our run game was really nice.
Run game did look solid.
Supported by the offensive line, like the duo of Lampkin and Bell, really impressive. I think they'll be important fixtures for our offensive line, especially this year.
Those young guys look like they moved some furniture out there. They gave us a stat on Lampkin. He was a college wrestler.
Right.
35, I think they said 35-0 or 34-0.
Hell of a wrestler.
Yeah, so he's like a human fire plug, but he moved some furniture out there.
And I think having him in the fold now, especially with Jurgens' health,
true,
especially with Tyler Steen's shank ability, like being, like kind of up and down, I thought a little bit last year. Whereas the year before, we had
you tried to put Steen in, and he looked really shaky, and we put Becton.
Becton was solid at that guard spot. Well, he might not have been great at tackle, but at guard he was aces.
True.
Last year I thought we had like a little bit of a drop off in overall play from Steen, and he was like a little bit of struggle bust early, but kind of figured it out toward the end of the year. But that wasn't great.
Yeah, it was a little shaky then, and then
right with Jurgens and Dickerson in and out of the lineup.
And Lane in and out as well. So
right, it's absolutely, he missed a large portion of the season. So with Lampkin and Bell, I think they play like critical roles for us during I imagine him and Bell and Johnson make the team.
Yeah, it was another guy on the offensive line. I forgot his name. It might have been Kyle or something like that for his last name. He looked solid as well tonight too.
Okay, yeah. So it's important to have depth there, I think.
That's definitely important, because you saw how we struggled last year.
Right.
And we talked about that. We talked about that too, like teams that go to the Super Bowl, win or lose. That's a long slog.
It's
especially you played longer than any other teams in the league, and now you're right into the off season, and you're trying to get healthy before after everybody else. Everybody else is rested. Got 2 weeks. The latest team on you has a 2-week jump.
2-week jump.
So
and you're looking at. I had a point, and I don't know exactly where it is.
But even if you get any fresh injuries during the Super Bowl,
right?
Like a guy
can miss the season getting injured in the
Super Bowl and miss next season, considerable time.
You were saying how after you lose the Super Bowl or even win it, I was going to say, even with the Eagles' style of play last year, they were run heavy the year we won the Super Bowl.
Right.
We ground our offensive linemen into dust. Jurgens and Dickerson just couldn't.
They couldn't. They gave everything they had on that Super Bowl run, and just
right. They didn't. I thought it bled into the early part of the 2025 season.
Yeah,
just really guys really being tired, still not fully back from injury.
Juergens had back surgery.
Right.
You got to think just that short stint of off season. Now he's back on the field.
And he looked like he struggled through like the entirety of 2025. You know what I mean? Now with that depth, that game showed me that Lampkin and Bell can play in this league, and it's encouraging. Other offensives, the run game. Look, Will Shipley and what was his name?
Steele. Yeah.
Steele with a couple
hurdles.
Hurdles.
Whoever's doing the Madden ratings, y'all let us know from this game. Does he get 10 to 15 or 25 points to his hurdle?
He had 2 solid hurdles out there today.
Yeah.
One for the tutty.
Yeah.
One just, as a regular play out of space. He did get tackled
but that comes from being in that Saquon running back room,
school,
bro.
Yeah, it has to be. Because he looked pretty decent on both of those plays. Now,
as far as the receivers, Cooper looked good early in the game. He had a couple snags, so that didn't look too bad. I like to see that. The tight end we drafted, Sowers, he just couldn't seem to get it going, and I don't blame that on him too much. He had some bad balls thrown his way.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He was open on the out route
early on.
Yeah, he got overshot on that one. There was a couple other ones. It was just the ball was just thrown in a bad position behind him, and it's just like you want to see that kid make a play, but it's just like
he couldn't get off the schneid today. But a couple of bad, like Andy Dalton stinking it up rather early, but he kind of like settled in a little bit. Some early jitters look like some high throws, but it's preseason. I forgot to. We rinse all our statements through the filter of
this is just a preseason game.
Preseason. I forgot to preface all my statements with that. But there are some things that are encouraging, some things that are concerning. Anybody with the number 40 tonight.
9. Offensive, defense. We had 2 40, maybe 3 49s.
It might have been 3. Yeah, from what I could tell, it was 2. Right, most definitely. But everybody with the number in the number 40s, Smile Munden seemed like he struggled a bit. Anybody with the number 40 just had a rough day. And we had the lead going down
the stretch, and it's just like that's. Yeah,
he had the lead, but number 49 gets baked on I don't know what he was thinking on the cover.
What was his name? Thompson or something like that?
Oh my God.
He got cooked.
Turn your jersey in, young man. We're gonna see you around. We're gonna catch you around, big dog.
And the other thing about that makes it bad for him, I called it out during the game. You know how the Eagles are big on certain things, and body language is a big thing.
It's a big thing, yeah.
Like you didn't run the play out, and you kind of looked over at the safety like, what were you doing? And it's just like you're the one that didn't have the right play.
Right. You got beat. Wear that. Own it.
Own that.
Love it. And
that's your shirt to the next play. Like,
so we got one. Let's talk. You want to talk defense first?
Yeah, we get to defense.
Let's get to the defense.
So defensive line. I'll start. We can start there. From what I saw from what was his name? Hall. He looked solid. He played. Yeah, Gabe Hall. He played most of the game, so he looked solid. Ty Robinson, I believe his name is. He got another sack.
You're right. Ty Robinson. Yeah.
So
he looked a little spry out there today.
Yeah.
Does this mean roster spots for either guy? Ty Robinson maybe a little more. Because I think I guess they drafted him or whatever.
Yeah, but Gabe Hall, I mean, if he doesn't get picked up by the team, he put up a solid game for his resume. I mean, he's somebody I would like to try to keep, but we gotta. There's only so many spots, so it's like.
Yeah. Well, only so many roster spots. I think Gabe Hall. Anybody with the number 40 that ain't Smile Munden is out the door. Yeah, you just forget about that.
And Gabe Hall already had a number in the 90s, so he might be safe.
He might be good. And I thought Ty Robinson had, and one like you mentioned before, Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Yeah, Trot Jr. looked solid.
He had one one play where he messed up, but I thought he out of position.
Yeah,
I don't think it was totally his fault.
I think it was that QB scramble. He just got. Yeah, and I mean, you really can't do that. That's not a play you call. Yeah. And he got a little caught in the wash on that.
Yeah. So, but other than that, he looked extremely solid. He looked like he can be. It's setting you up so that you can have. The game is about field position at the end of the day. You should be taking every advantage that you possibly can to gain the advantage in field position. And it's, one thing I will say about the Cowgirls, they draft extremely well. They don't waste picks, and they get good players when they have the picks available.
Right.
I will say that. But the only team I ever thought that's been better over the past 10 years is us, And far be it for me to nitpick, but that's just something I saw that we maybe need to look into a little bit more deeply, a little more investment as far as draft picks into the special teams unit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you find this guy, he catches on as the third or fourth wide receiver, but he's got wheels and he makes great decisions on special teams.
That's what you need. That's what
he has great vision out there.
How much can a Dante Hall or a
somebody even of that, that's top tier caliber. But if you could find somebody
the
like
kid
that
played up in Chicago, what was his name? That ran back that kick in the Super Bowl. What was his name? Devin Hester.
Yeah. But I mean, even think back when we had
Devin Hester was a first rounder.
But think back when we had Brian Mitchell, somebody that, that's a game changer on special teams. Darren Sproles was a game changer on special teams.
Right.
Even when we had Deshaun Jackson, that's a game changer on special teams.
It makes a big difference, especially over the long run of a season, right? The long haul of a season, the marathon of a season, you getting advantageous field position time after time after time. It adds up. You know what I mean? And sometimes they take one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you getting free, anything you get on special teams, I kind of, even though I shouldn't consider it bonus, it kind of is. You know what I mean? Anything you get on special teams as far as points.
True.
That don't come from your kicker. You block a field goal running in. Block a punt running in. Take a punt to the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Field it clean and run one.
Take a kick off to the house.
Take it to the house. That's bonus. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since we had a positive type of
a game changer at that position.
And I think that's the one aspect that can be overlooked and
it's
be the difference between winning the Super Bowl and not. You know what I mean?
Philly loves an underdog. I'm gonna say old Philly loves an underdog.
Right.
Rooting for Stallone and Rocky and all that stuff. Okay, yay, Britton Covey, but I think it's time to really get a special teams this an ace out there, somebody that can take one to the house, that can take that punt
has
30
that
yards.
Potential.
Yeah.
Every time, I know I keep going back to KaVontae Turpin, but he's the example. I think that's the best
of right now in the game. So
right, he consistently changes fields for the Cowboys consistently. You know what I mean? And with a team that has Super Bowl aspirations like this, you're looking for every little advantage. That's why I want to bring in competition for Jake Elliott, right? That's why I want to see.
Yeah, I was going to bring it back around to that. That's where you started at, and because it's I feel like Jake Elliott's got real comfortable,
right? Because it's no challenge.
There's no challenge. There's nobody pushing him. It's just
it's nobody to challenge him, and then he gets in the season. He's cold now.
Yeah, it's he was Jake the Make, but it's bro, who's pushing?
Elliott?
Yeah, it's Missy Elliott out this thing, man.
Right.
He all over the place. Even the extra point that he kicked in the game, the first one,
it looked a little shaky.
That one was almost iffy to the right. So it's
that's another thing. You need a solid kicker if you're gonna be playing football in January, late January, February. You're gonna need a solid kicker.
That's sent lesser teams home.
Yes. You need another dynamic kick returner, punt returner. And you need to get Jake Elliott a little bit clean, get him back on top of his game. You know what I mean? He was solid last year. I will give him as far as a bounce back year, because I thought the year we won the Super Bowl he could have been better.
Yeah.
And I thought he had a decent kind of bounce back year last year, but it was a few funky misses,
it made the game Saturday and they needed to be later in the game. Right. It's just All you had to do is knock down those 2 field goals in the first half, and like we wouldn't be in this position right now.
Not in this position that we in right now. And I felt like last year, while it was a little bit better of a comeback season, but still could have been better. So you're looking for him to improve. I thought bringing in a little competition for him would have been good, but they give him all the work in the preseason. They're not bringing in nobody to kind of challenge,
Yeah.
Punting, I think Braden Mann is solid.
Braden Mann has been a solid punter. Low key, like you really don't pay attention to the punter, but he's been solid.
He's been solid his whole time here. Braden Mann has been solid. Maybe not spectacular, but absolutely solid. Jake has done some great things. You got to hand it to him. But I think the 3 aspects of special teams need a little. The punting is cool.
A shot in the arm or a little jolt.
Yeah, a little jolt. That could be the difference. Think about it. We talk about it all the time. One play can be the difference in a football game, right? Imagine a fair catch on your own 17 versus a 35-yard return. You know what I mean?
And like you said, you don't try to think of it as a bonus, but it's free money.
It's free money.
And if you could go out, get somebody to go out there that could steal that free money,
you need taking every
Let's
penny.
go get that money.
But that it could use like a little shot in the arm there. This is all nitpicky shit. They're going to be a Super Bowl caliber team.
But it's just like every team has its weaknesses or its holes or whatever.
Right.
And it's just like with certain things, you look at the team, you're like, you know what?
We got one left. Then I know people don't like it when I say it. Then it's live bullets. Nobody likes it when I say that, but
I mean, that's what it is.
That's what it is. It's the Bengals in this last tilt. Friday the 28th, 8 o'clock. Bengals gonna come on in, play the last preseason game, then we get those good old Commandees coming in for the first regular season game.
Bring on the Common Horse.
Bring them on. Bengals. Joe Burrow. Speaking of the Bengals, Joe Burrow was talking real crazy.
A little spicy over there, wasn't he?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what? I appreciate that type of talk. They asked him, is it now? He said, it's now or never, bro. That's basically true, man. It's for real shit.
Yeah. Why sugarcoat it? Like everybody usually gives the political correct answer.
Well, instead of the true shit, it is what it is. Now's the time. That's real talk.
Put up or shut up.
Now's the time for him. And I truly respect him embracing the challenge. I respect it. I fully respect that. Yeah, say what it is and let it be what it is. It's time to kick up.
Yeah.
It's time to put up or shut up.
Heads up to everybody out there. The Eagles are hosting an open practice this Tuesday. So you might want to check that out if you can get out there and go check it out.
That should be fun. What day is that? Did you catch the date on there?
That would be this Tuesday.
That's this Tuesday coming, which I should know this because my birthday is coming up at the end of the month. Speaking
that
of
would be the 25th.
Yes, that's a Friday.
No, that's
is it?
Am I? Center court math at its finest. Yeah, Tuesday is the 25th.
Tuesday, then that's me. That's my bad. That's 3 days from now. That's my bad, y'all. Yeah. I might be I think we should pop out for that. $17, I think it's the general admission. We should pop out for that. That'll be fun. You should go down there. Go to the Eagles open practice, y'all. That'll be fun. You catch Center Court podcast.
Yeah, it sounds like a winner.
Did you have something else for the Eagles?
No, that was pretty much it for the Birds. I covered most of the stuff from a preseason game. Like, a couple of things we liked from the offense, a couple of plays they ran. They ran a Texas route. When was the last time you seen the Eagles run a Texas route? Screens, we ran a couple of screens. Covey scored on the screen. Andy, when he was here, masterful at the screen. And it just seemed just fell off through Chip Kelly and everybody else, Dougie P. Right. But it seems like they were back at it, and it looked pretty solid during this. The couple of times they ran it during this game. Schemed up and drawn up pretty well.
Okay. Pretty much same thing. This is basically what we saw. Because we just watching the backups, the position battle backup stuff. We just trying to see who can really stand out. Because we got football coming up in some weeks, bro.
Meaningful football
In a couple of weeks, man. It's gonna be fun. After every Eagles game, we're gonna be podcasting, bro. We're gonna be right here. You catch us after each game.
Yes, sir.
Analysis, input. You're definitely gonna be talking game. Shit, we might even take some calls if we can figure that shit out. But we got live football coming up in a few weeks, man. Make sure you're here. Make sure you tune in after every game. We're gonna be talking Eagles every week after each football game. And when the Sixers and the Eagles kick it up, it's just gonna be crazy around here. So make sure you tune in.
It's gonna be a whirlwind around here.
Please make sure you tuned in. I got a feeling about these Sixers, man. I honestly do. We was talking about this earlier. I got the same feeling a couple years ago when Saquon ran that touchdown when he caught that, the first one in that Green Bay game out in Sao Paulo or wherever the fuck they was at.
Bro, I caught it that season when it was still practice and him and Jalen was on the field and they showed that behind the scenes footage. And Saquon walked over to Jalen and said, "You ever had that feeling that you're invincible?"
Yeah.
And Jalen gave the most Jalen answer. He said, "Yeah, sometimes you just got to go out there and put the work in. You just got to do it." Like something like that he hit him with. But I'm just like, for Saquon to have that mindset, to ask that question, I was just like,
didn't have the season he had.
I saw he ready to go out there and destroy something, bro. Like he came in feeling different. Right. And he played different.
I'm having that same type of feeling for these Sixers, man.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like this is going to be something special. It's going to be something significant. And we're going to be watching something beautiful from now until June. From Thanksgiving. Halloween to June. It's just going to be must-see TV.
Think any NBA history going to be made this year?
I do. I think LeBron ends up number 2 on the all-time assist list. If you don't do it this year, he'll be number 3 for certain this year, for sure. Number 2 is not far away, but it's a little bit of a grind to get there.
But if he plays next year,
if he plays the following season, for sure he'll get it. If he gets up to maybe 10 dimes a game, somewhere in there, he could probably end up number 2 before the season's out. I don't know how many
That's crazy.
people.
That's crazy to think about.
Think about that. He'll be number 1 in points by a country mile. And he'll be number 2 in assists at the very least. 4 chippers, MVP. I could list it all. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, if we're going to talk Jordan, if people talk. The one thing LeBron's never got on his, as far as awards, is a defensive player of the year. Something that Mike has. I can never deny that. On ball, as far as defenders, Mike's got him.
Yeah.
But LeBron's a better rim protector, though.
You didn't need Jordan to protect the rim.
Well, you don't need LeBron to play on the perimeter and guard people, really, do you?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Moving on.
The 3-D wings in the league, the way the league, you got to get out there and play some defense, bro.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm willing to acknowledge facts for what they are. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything.
All I'm going to say is you're already leading the league and leading the entire league in scoring. And if you're second in assists, that's a lot of points to be responsible for in the career.
In the course of a career. That's pretty crazy. And if you think about it, that's pretty wild. Now, thinking about where he'll be on the rebound list, right? If he's top 30, top 30, top 20, that's pretty significant to be where you are in these 3 lists, considering there have been guys like Westbrook who played in this league, and Will and Dwight Howard. These guys have played in this league.
Yeah.
But I say that to say that this year, I think something significant will happen. Him passing the assist mark will happen. He'll move into number 3 at some point during the season. And where it falls in, if it's early, first maybe 10 games, he gets to number 3, he'll be at number 2 before the end of the year.
Okay.
If it comes later, like maybe right before, like maybe the halfway point, the later he gets to number 3, the less likely he'll get the number 2 before the end of the season.
So y'all heard it here first. According to Willie Hurt,
Yes.
the fix is in. LeBron has sat down in the front office with the commissioner,
Adam Silver.
with Silver, and said, "Hey, I need to go out strong. I need this 5th chip. I need this assist record.
Yeah.
I really need the GOAT stamp."
This GOAT stamp for me, it's
it was already solidified for you.
For me, it's
I'm
already
a Sixers fan, and
and
you know,
him signing on the dotted line,
him signing on the dotted line,
solidified.
If he could get one in the red, white, and blue, like I said, you're the GOAT. You got it. You got us one. But if you would have won one in Miami, no, fuck that nigga.
Sixers hired Phil Handy. He was with LeBron at a couple of other stops.
Got you.
He was he coached in Cleveland and with LA when LeBron was there. Phil Handy is essentially Nick Nurse's replacement. Let's just keep, and I'm sure Nick Nurse knows this. If things go south
in any way, shape, or form, or
if there's the chemistry, some kind of way, if he doesn't respect Nick Nurse's kind of acumen for this job, he'll have him ousted ASAP, and that's just the way that's going to be. Nick Nurse
is the only holdover outside of players from the last regime.
That's what I mean. So this Phil Handy is going to be the next coach. The minute things start going sour, you know what I mean? Like a 2-5, 6 games, 7-game stretch or something like that. Or
you think that possibly could happen?
Bro.
They blame it on chemistry?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest. I know that they've created a scenario where, you know.
Oh, yeah, you got the contingencies in place.
Yeah, if things start to go sour, you got your scapegoat already in place. Nick Nurse is just going to have to, you know, lay on the sword for this one. Then Phil's going to take the reins, right? And we're going to see what we got.
He'll take it as interim first, and then
they might give him the gig because, you know, he has like background with LeBron. If things start off gangbusters, they have no reason to replace Nick Nurse. Like, if things go as planned, everything's cool. But even maybe like, how far below 500?
Will they think they'll allow them?
And how long below 500 before they pull the trigger on Nick Nurse? Right? Do you get?
You got to keep this thing at a 60%, 65% clip through the season, bro. Like, you can't flirt.
You can't. No, you can't. Like, now they officially. Like, I heard a story the other day where a peasant, a guy who works for the king, goes up to the king and says, "Hey, man, you eat good, you travel good, everything's good for you." He said, "Man, you want to see what it's like to be king for a day, right?" You know what he did? He said, "Hey, welcomed him in with the purple carpet and sat him down in front of a feast, then tied a sword up over his head by thin hair." You know what I mean? That's what it's like for Nick Nurse right now. He has a feast in front of him, and it's all there. But that knife above, that sword above his head is hanging on by a thread.
Just dangling.
It's just dangling there. The minute things don't go right, they get a little turbulent, it's the axe for him. He's out of there. And they already got the replacement lined up. Now, you think Nick Nurse knows this. I'm not saying anything that's not, like, ain't news. He knows this.
Yeah.
The first 20 games of the season will tell. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a lot. Like the champion is usually dominant in the first 20 games of the year. I've seen a lot of times, like with the Rockets and with the Bulls. Like, you've seen it over the years. Like the champion right out of the gate is just solid.
They show you that they're different from the rip.
Right, they show you, and I think there's an opportunity there for that. Even though you got the Knicks 3 times like the first month, was it?
This schedule, bro.
This schedule. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
We talked about this schedule.
I told you the fix is in. He sat down with Adam Silver. He said, look, the ice capades come in the wintertime. Yeah, we're going to have to travel, but right. give you some good ones. LeBron handpicked them. Okay, I want this one. No, I want this one.
Listen.
Oh, back to backs. No.
I can't lie. I did not feel this much LeBron effect when he was still out in LA. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I didn't feel it.
LA's big, bro. It's like it's a lot going
and
on
it's far
out there.
Away.
But you got to think about it. He got his son drafted in LA.
Yeah,
got his son re-signed in LA.
He did.
So it was a lot of a LeBron effect in LA. It was a lot of LeBron Space Jam 2 came out while he was out. His version of Space Jam came out while he was out there.
You're absolutely right.
There was a lot of LeBron effect.
I felt the LeBron effect and didn't even know.
Didn't even know.
Whoa, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, let that sink in.
Didn't even know that the LeBron effect was closer than I thought it was.
You was getting it.
Wait.
Pause. They was giving you the LeBron effect was there.
But that's what happens. Like, you don't even know that you were being in the radiance of the LeBron effect from that far away. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
So just now.
There's so much going on. I mean, LA, this constant news getting pumped out of there.
And it's so far away. It feels like it's a different world. But now when he's here, like, I kind of see the LeBron effect a little bit.
Because he had that. What he had? What's the other movie they did? It wasn't House Party they redid, was it?
I think it was House
Party. And they broke into LeBron's house.
Yeah.
Like, he had 2-3 movies while he was out there. So it's just like, there was a LeBron effect.
And he did get his son drafted.
And he got his son drafted.
And I know he has something to do with that Luka trade. You can't tell me nothing different.
Okay, please. And then that pick?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, dog.
Wait till you see the pick that the Sixers get some type of way next season.
It's going to be wild.
Him and Adam Silver try to spice that up right now.
Oh, man. And he can't, the schedule wasn't announced until he signed.
Oh, yeah.
They was waiting on him to put pen to paper.
No. They was working out the schedule.
What the fuck?
Before he signed.
The fuck ever. They was waiting for him to put pen to paper before the schedule was announced.
Him and Adam Silver was trying to figure out what block of games. He said, I really don't want to travel around this time.
Right.
You know, I like to eat my cookies on the plane. This isn't a great time for that.
But it is what it is. It's fair. All is fair, love and war, man. He's here.
He's a Sixer now.
All this stuff would annoy me if he played for any other team. This shit would annoy me to the bone. But now I don't care. You want to live in New York, like yourself. None of that shit matters to me. No. I don't care about none of that shit.
None of that.
Win these chippers. Fuck all that other shit.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Hoop, bro. The workout tape's looking great. You saw the footage.
Yeah, I saw the VJ and the Maxi footage. I saw that. That looked nice and competitive.
The workout tapes look fantastic, man. They look beautiful. If this is what we got to look forward to, LeBron still dunking at 41, that's wild. That's crazy in and of itself.
Yeah.
And he got a full forearm above the rim. That's the other wild part. Man's still dunking at this age.
Still dunking. And my yam on you.
And you better watch out. He might crawl down out the rafters on your ass. But that's what we got to look forward to.
Did y'all see the footage when Shaq tried to dunk? That was funny. Shaq ain't got it no more. He couldn't get up there.
Well, listen,
Shaq got bad feet, but it was funny to see that.
It's funny, and Shaq's, he's a lovable guy. He gonna try, he don't have a problem being being a fun guy. I love Shaq.
Yeah,
love Shaq. I hated him when he played with the Lakers or Magic.
Anybody against my Sixers.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he gave us he gave us the blues. Yeah. A lot of the times, bro. Especially in the finals.
No matter who our center was, Shaq gave us the blues, bro.
Shaq was busting McTumble up, bro. But that's what I'm looking forward to this year. Of course, we'll be podcasting a few times through the week during when the Sixers and Eagles kick up anyway. So we're going to be podcasting, bringing you analysis after games. Sometimes before games, there's going to be shit going on. Yeah. We're going to be doing shit. We're going to be at some games. We're going to be around. Make sure you're there. Make sure you tune in, man. We just
here talking our shit.
We talking our shit today. It's a wild Saturday night. Like we just watched the Eagles game, the preseason. They lose 24-21, last second touchdown given up by number 49. Every number 49.
Every 49 looked like trash tonight.
But where are we at with the Phils, bro? Like, what is happening there?
So
we kind of lost. We had like lost track of them a little bit. They busted up the Cardinals 12-3 tonight too.
Not bad.
Not bad. Where does it put them at now?
Where does that squarely put your Philadelphia Phillies?
72-58, 3 games behind.
Been here before.
Yeah, this is deja vu all over again. 3 games out. Where are we at? We're mid-August.
Yeah.
Here? Mid to late August. September's coming up. This is where you gotta make your run here.
What'd you say the record was again?
72-58, 3 games out.
So we got 32 games left. It's 162, right?
Yeah.
We got 32 games left to clear up those 3 games.
You think they can pull it off? I'm doubtful.
If you break it down to 10-game segments, over the next 10 games, you can catch a game on them. The next 10 games, you get another game on them.
Yeah, you got to win the division to get in here. Miss out on the division, you don't make the play. It's over.
So you got to break those 3 games that you can close ground over the next. You got to break them down to 10-game pieces. So that's how we should follow that.
All right,
after the next 10 games, where you sitting?
Do we have any head-to-heads with? We got a 4-game and a 3-game still with them
against
with the Braves.
With the Braves,
so that's 7 games total. A 3 and a 4-game series. That's
going to decide. That's going to decide it.
And we get a 4-gamer with the Mets, all in September. September has
way to set that schedule up.
Way to set it up. We finish off this little West Coast thing, come back, and then it's all September. After that, it's just basically you got to win. You got to win in this division because you got the Mets, you got the Nationals and the Braves, and you gonna have to win some ball games, bro. I don't know, big dog. I don't know. I'm not sure, man.
You still holding on to it?
Yeah, I got to triple down, man. I'm gonna go ahead and triple on down.
32 games left.
It's a lot of games, but you 3 games out. I don't think it's happening. Forget about it.
We'll keep you updated.
We'll keep you posted. If I'm wrong, I'll admit to being wrong.
We'll gladly have you wrong. Yeah. Because that's postseason baseball.
Right. And I'll watch it, and I'll gladly sit here and take it in.
But we got to call it like we see it.
Yeah, I have to. It's mandatory. This don't look like the team that's going to do it. And it might take some like major offseason changes to get the team to where it need to be. And like all options should be considered. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But people don't want to hear me talk like that. They don't want to hear it. Yeah.
They're scared of that. And they're like that talk.
Scared of this conversation, but it's a conversation probably need to be had about this point. But you know what I mean? Where are we at?
That's where we're at now. So
but that's the pod. Unless you had another thing to add on.
No, that's it, brother. Maybe we can give a couple shout outs to the people out there,
Shouts to the folks, man.
Shout out to Shiz, executive producer, my guy.
Shots, looked us out heavy. Appreciate him. Big 50K who did the music, and of course AK-47.
AK for the logo, yes.
Absolutely, man. It's a lot of other people that help out, man. We appreciate you for tuning in. We love you, bro. Or sis, if you're out there, man, make sure you call a friend, man. Tell them, say what's up. And then tune into the Center Court podcast and you all enjoy it together. And then after you listen, get a cup of coffee and talk about it, man. It really helps spread the word of the pod. I got to be honest.
Have at it,
man. And like and subscribe. Do it. I know we asking y'all for a lot.
Yeah, hit all those little buttons and those icons.
Yeah, man. Help us out, man. It really does help us out, man. It helps us grow. But we going to be back at y'all next week, man. Thanks for tuning in.
We out,
man.